On this big day out here at Four Winds Field, I have an exciting story to share with you tonight. We talk a lot about the owner of the South Bend Cubs, Andrew Berlin, but never with a story like this.
My father was in the steel business.
If the walls at Berlin Packaging could talk, they would first share stories about family. These were Andrew's 3 daughters. These, his 2 sons. The walls would talk about business, but rooted in nearly every story, the love for baseball.
Ernie, Andre Dawson.
Andrew, explain to me what this is all about.
Oh, well, behind us, Game 7, the World Series.
On a loop.
On a loop. We've been playing it ever since we got the disc.
A winning game on repeat, inside a now winning company. But Berlin Packaging wasn't always a home run success story. It was originally named Elko Packaging, centered in Omaha, Nebraska. Practicing law in Chicago at the time, Andrew stumbled upon the opportunity to own it by chance in 1988.
I was a good lawyer, maybe not a great lawyer, but a good lawyer. But actually, it was one of the clients of our firm was selling off a packaging company. And my father made the investment. We were able to buy the company for a very good price. And the idea was to fix up a troubled packaging company at that time that sells glass and plastic bottles and jars to a dozen different industries like food and chemical, pharmaceuticals, and cosmetic, and then flip the company after a couple of years. None of us ever imagined it would get like this, but it's like anything else. You pick what you love to do and just commit yourself to be really great at it.
That same commitment, like players on a baseball field, giving it their all, hungry for the next win.
It wasn't just hitting a ball and throwing a ball. It began with a plan. And it's the same thing with turning a business around or building a business. It really starts with a vision.
Andrew's vision, like coaches, working with a struggling team, turned a broken down packaging company in Nebraska into a now $2 billion company in the heart of Chicago.
It starts with leadership, because from that leadership and the desire and the grand plan, that big, hairy, aggressive goal, whether it's to be this size company or to win a World Series, it starts with a vision and a goal.
The goal? Well, the goal is to cover all the bases, making sure that you buy Berlin Packaging products during your next grocery trip.
Because the idea is that eye appeal is buy appeal. If the package is beautiful, you generally get the customer walking through the supermarket or the pharmacy to buy your product at least once. Of course, if the stuff inside the bottle is good, then they'll come back a second time.
You do some of the design work.
Right, so we designed the bottle, the closure. In this case, I believe the customer did their own label design. However, if they want us to do some label design, we can.
Many of the items designed here are in your home right now. Car cleaners, Goo Gone, hair care products, jars for dressing. Those are just a few things created at this corporate office and manufactured in 24 states and all around the world.
My Atlanta bottle, it's been around for a long time, but what we're able to mold into it were gripping points. So we're using this in the bathroom, it's less likely to slide out of the hands. We're also conscious of the fact whether they're female hands or male hands.
The feel, the look, the design of each bottle, of each jar, carefully mapped out. It's the same for recruiting members to Andrew's team. Each person is brought in to win, to succeed, and as Andrew puts it, to crush the competition.
If there is to be a secret of success in the company, it's not so much a secret, it's just hard to do. And because it's a bottle business. We don't have any fancy patents that nobody else can make what we make. It's just that we've been able to outperform others because I think we do a lot of things right.
During our 3-hour interview, we talked a lot about family, education, leadership, and success. But at every turn, each topic led us back to 2 things. Andrew's love for baseball that started at a young age, and love for his family.
These little guys, will they be part of the company one day, do you think?
That'll be up to them. But we don't have a lot of nepotism here in the company. Actually, we have no nepotism. There are no other Berlins in the company. Wow. Reason being is that if you were to join the company and you're my child, you have to bring something of value, which means that you have to go somewhere else first. Both of them have expressed an interest to work for me this summer. So they're gonna come into the office with me at age 10 and 9, and they'll find something to do. We'll find something for them, but yeah, sure, I want to do for them what my dad did for me.
Oh, it was a great interview. 3 hours we spent together. One of Andrew's sons on the ball field here tonight. Of course, Andrew Berlin joining us. Great to see you,
too,
as
Brian.
well.
Thank you.
Alongside Crane Kenny, the president.
Thank you
of
so much for being here.
Crane, thank you for joining us. Gentlemen, how are you feeling tonight?
Yeah.
Feeling confident. Crane, I think, can tell us
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've got sunblock needs. That's a first for me for opening day.
Yeah. We're pretty excited
season
about
for
that.
you last year. Obviously, the momentum, the excitement, living here in South Bend this year as well. What do you think of the ballpark?
This is amazing. I was just saying, when I was an undergrad at Notre Dame, we used to sneak into the ballpark to have a few beers and watch some baseball, and it didn't look like this, I can tell you that.
A lot of transformation. Speaking of transformation, I mean, there's been so much development around this area. Andrew, talk about, is this part of your vision of seeing all these exciting changes coming to the area?
Well, the vision started obviously with turning around a ball club, but we made a commitment to the city that we would invest in downtown South Bend and bring the crowds back to downtown South Bend. We've done that with the turnstiles, but as we were talking about before, the 4 apartment buildings have already broken ground behind us. From the Tiki Hut all the way to the scoreboard, 4 buildings will be ready by opening day next year. And we're going to attract a supermarket, pharmacy, gas stations, and the kinds of things you need to have a thriving downtown. And we're really excited about it.
Sold out game tonight. Couldn't ask for better weather.
Well, 32 and snowing last year, so I think we're owed a great night like this. This is beautiful.
Crane, what are you excited for tonight?
Well, I just want to see some baseball. So we haven't played a home game yet in Chicago. We're up in Milwaukee tonight, and I'm just excited to see some baseball live. Spring training's great. It's a little different vibe though when it means something.
Crane, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank
Andrew,
you.
thank you so much for your time.
It's a real pleasure.
Can't wait for
you
tonight.
guys do a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andrew.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.